We're gonna go ahead and dissect an email, a cold outreach email that I received. Well, hey Bri, I hope you're having a great day so far. Edith, a great day so far. This email came in at friggin' 3 in the morning. What kind of day do you think I'm having, Edith? I'm a real human. Edith, are you really? I recorded a quick video to introduce myself so you can see I'm not blasting you from some software. Edith, why do you look like a man? Looks like a gentleman in the bottom left-hand corner there. Thanks, Dennis. Dennis? Dennis? Wait, I thought this was Edith. Why is it ending with Dennis? Oh wow, so many questions. I'm gonna go through a structure that I call the AIDA framework. So AIDA stands for attention, interest, desire, and action. Okay, let's talk about attention. What grabs the attention of the prospect, aka the person that you are sending this cold email to? There's one thing that I'm a big believer in, which is the subject line to your email. Don't be that person that sends a very long-winded subject line to your prospect, because 9 times out of 10, that bad boy is going to hit the trash or the spam box, and you do not want that. So subject lines that have been proven to get really great open rates are subject lines that are 3 words or less. Make sure that you're not doing a bait and switch either with your prospects, just because it just doesn't look good when it comes to the integrity of your outreach. Next up, we have interest. So when it comes to interest, this is AKA what will interest them to want to click into this glorious email that you just wrote up for them. Now, one of my favorite things to coach on is the personalization of the first sentence to the body of the email. The body of the email are just like the meat and potatoes of what you're crafting in the email. When it comes to personalizing the first 10 to 15 words, that does play a big role in them opening up your email. What typically happens is a prospect might be on their phone when they receive this email from you, and if they can see a preview of the body that shows that you actually took time to personalize it, there's a really good chance that they're actually going to want to open up and actually see what you have to say. Another pro tip that I love to teach is make sure that the first line of the body isn't you talking about yourself, because that's such a salesy thing to do. Hey, hope all is well. Do not say hope all is well. If your emails contain a hope all is well, they're gonna land in the spam box or in the trash can. So please stop saying hope all is well. You and I both know ChatGPT wrote hope all is well. The prospect knows that too. Another thing to not be doing is to introduce yourself as the new point of contact. Again, they don't care. So what you're gonna wanna do is personalize it based off of 3 key areas that you can choose from. Number 1 is personalizing it based off of the person, meaning you found something on their LinkedIn and you're choosing to grab that from a prior post that they might have posted about. Next way you can personalize is based off of the persona. So maybe this individual, maybe you're targeting the VP of IT or the VP of business development, and you know that this specific title, this specific persona has a tendency to want to care about specific initiatives or priorities, or deals with common challenges that your product or your service is there to help them solve for. One of my favorite things to name drop is a person that you might have spoken to from the org directly. So, hey, Steve, just had a chance to speak with Karen from your team who mentioned XYZ. And so just by name dropping someone that they know, there is a good chance that, of course, they're gonna wanna open that up to see what did Karen have to say. The third thing that you can do to personalize that first line of the body is based off of company news. Maybe the company just IPO'd or got acquired. Maybe you can name drop something newsworthy that you just found that's very relevant to when you're reaching out to them. So desire, AKA what is the value that you are providing to this person that you're reaching out to? Let's talk about links. So this would fall again in this category of the desire, right? What value are you offering to your prospect? So make sure that the things that you might be linking are relevant to the person that's going to be receiving that email. Just make sure that the links are things that they are going to get value from, receive value from, versus just kind of sending things just for the sake of sending something. When you're going through crafting the remainder of the body of the email after your personalization, make sure that you call out challenges or pain points that the prospect might be experiencing, along with also what value is your product or service supposed to solve for, right? Like, why should they invest into whatever idea or product that you're selling? That being said, that's where the remainder of the email consists of, is what challenges, what pain points, and how do you solve for them. Another piece too to consider when it comes to desire, aka the rest of the email here, is make sure that it's not paragraphs. Like, no one wants to read an entire dissertation that you sent to them. So make sure that the spacing of it, I'm a big fan of just like small paragraphs that you're sending out via email because it's short, sweet, easy to read and digest. So make sure that the spacing is also there when it comes to the rest of the email. The last piece to the AIDA framework is action. So make sure that you are ending your emails with some sort of call to action. So what should they do if this is something that is relevant or top of mind? What is their, task that you're wanting of them to follow up with? I've seen so many sales emails. There's two different buckets to a call to action: a hard call to action and a soft call to action. A hard call to action is, I've never met you before, and I'm going to ask for time on your calendar as soon as possible. AKA, would love to get 30 minutes on your calendar to discuss how to solve for this. Or I'd love to get 30 minutes on your calendar to introduce my account executive. Whoa, that's a little abrupt. That's a little bit of a hard close, if you ask me, especially someone that's never heard of your company, never heard of your services, so many things. So that being said, I like to lean towards more of a soft call to action, something that allows them to be in control of what the next steps are going to consist of. So a couple that have worked really well for me have been, is this of interest? Is this top of mind? Worth a discussion? It's a very open-ended type of question that throws the ball in the court of the prospect. And they can decide for themselves if it's something that's immediate right now. Cool, they're gonna reply back. But maybe this might be something that might be more relevant in a couple months from now. So they might tuck away that email into a folder for later. And that, my friends, is the AIDA framework to help increase your opens, clicks, and replies. Follow for more business development tips. I'll catch you next time.